please see question number 15, sir. Again question number 15. Yes, there is one numerical value which is given in the question, that is nothing but 45 degrees. Only that can help me in some extent. The other numerical value is x degrees. It is in variable format, and the answer options also are in variable format. Exactly like my previous question, I can apply method 1. You can also solve by using method 2, sir. In some cases, I will teach you. Let me see. The angle of elevation of the top of a chimney. That means there is a chimney, right? There is a chimney. Let us read the entire question. The angle of elevation of the top of the chimney and the roof of the building from a point on the ground are 45 degrees and x degrees respectively. That means there is a building. This is the roof of the building. I will name it as the building, right? I will call this as building, roof of the building. I will call it as CD, for example. So the angle of elevation of the top of the chimney, there is a chimney here. This chimney I will name it as AD, right? This chimney I will name it as AD. I hope you are understanding, sir. Chimney I will name it as AD from the roof of the building from a point on a ground. There is a point which is on the ground. This is the horizontal level. I will name it as B so that it becomes triangle ABC. So are 45 degrees. Chimney is making an angle of 45 degrees. That means this entire angle is given as 45 degrees, and the roof of the building is making an angle of elevation of x degrees. This entire smaller angle is nothing but x degrees respectively. I hope this diagram is clear. The height of the building is h meters. This height DC is given as h meters, and then find the height of the chimney. Height of the chimney I don't know. I will call it as t meters, for example. I am interested in finding the value of t. Now, same logic, sir. Same logic I will implement. Can I say that this entire angle is 90 degrees? This entire angle is 45 degrees. If this entire angle B is 45, angle A also will be 45 degrees. That means whatever the side which is opposite to angle 45 here, what is the side there, sir? The total height AC is nothing but h plus t. That same height, the same value or the same side h plus t should be opposite to this angle 45. That means BC value is also h plus t. I know now that BC value is h plus t. This is by using method 2 directly I got it. Instead of applying tan 45 value is anyway 1. Similarly, you will get the same value for BC. Do not worry about it. So I used method 2 for a numerical value. But there is another smaller triangle. That is nothing but DBC in triangle. DBC in triangle DBC. There is an angle called as x degrees. That is not a numerical value. I can't help. I need to apply tangent of x and simplify. Tan x is nothing but opposite to that is DC. DC height is h. Adjacent to that is BC. BC I know it as BC I know it right now as h plus t, right? I know it as h plus t, right? I found out already BC value. Now, can I say like this, sir? Can I say it as this h plus t is nothing but h divided by tan x or h into cot x, right? H into cot x. So I can also simplify further as this t is nothing but h cot x minus h. This should be the answer, because the question is find the height of chimney, which I called it as t, and that is what I got. H cot x minus h is present as the second answer option, which is already present, so mark it. That should be the correct answer. Whenever numerical value is given, definitely you can make use of method 2 by using ratio concept. But when angular numerical value is not given, variable value is given, like x or y or z or whatever it is, try to apply tangent of that angle. There also, sir, can I apply method 2 even when variable angles are given? Yes, you can still apply, but some cases you will get confused, so try to avoid that confusion. Apply method 1 in that case. You decide. I am not saying that you should apply method 1 only in variable case. You can still solve that questions by using method 2 if you are good enough. You can still apply method 2 in that case also. You decide which is the best method for you. My role as a teacher is to teach you multiple directions. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Please see the next question. Question number 16. Again a very good question. Let us first read the question. Two poles of equal height are standing opposite to each other on either side of a road which is 100-meter wide. That means there is a pole called as AB. There is another pole called as CD or ED, whatever you want you can take it. There is a pole called as AB. There is another pole called as DE. These poles are of equal height. Both are absolutely having same height. That is what they have given in the question. Which is 100-meter road, which is 100-meter wide. The length of the road, it is given as 100 meter in the question. This entire length is given as 100 meter in the question. Right now, this is the first statement. This is my first statement. Please see the next statement, sir. Next statement says, give me a minute, sir. Let me charge my laptop. Okay, I'll come to this question from the starting. Do not worry about it. Now, please see this question. Question number 16. Again, a very good question. Two poles of equal height are standing opposite to each other on either side of a road which is 100-meter wide. There is a road. The width of the road is given in the question as 100 meters. It is mentioned that the road width is 100 meters and on either side of the road there are two poles. The first pole is nothing but AB. The first pole is nothing but AB and the second pole is nothing but DE, and it is given that the height of these two poles which are on the either side of the road, they are absolutely the same. AB and DE values both are absolutely same. From a point between them on the road, there is some point between them on the road, that is point C. Angle of elevation of their tops are 30 degrees and 60 degrees. First top is A. Angle of elevation is 30. Second top is E. Angle of elevation is 60 degrees. Find the height of each pole. I don't know the height of each pole. I will call it as X. From my method 1, I will call it as X. X value is what I am very interested in finding in this question, and I don't know this BC value also. BC value I will call it as Y. If out of entire BD 100, if BC is Y, CD will be high. Out of 100, remove that Y. 100 minus Y. Sir, why are you using all these variables, sir, which is textbook method? I want to show you the importance of method 2, sir. Method 1 will give you the answer, but not in the best possible way. Now, if I solve, there is a right angle triangle ABC. If I take by method 1 triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, tan 30 is nothing but opposite side is AB, X. Adjacent side is BC, it is Y. So tan 30 value is 1 by root 3. So from my first equation I can get that X is equal to Y by root 3. This is my first set of equation which I can have it. X is equal to Y by root 3. Similarly, in another right angle triangle which is EDC, in triangle EDC, there is an angle called as 60. Tan 60 degrees. Opposite is nothing but ED, which is again X. Adjacent is nothing but CD. CD is nothing but 100 minus Y. And tan 60 value is root 3. So I can write it as X is equal to root 3 times of 100 minus Y. This is my second equation. First equation left hand side is X. Second equation left hand side is also X. Equate the right hand side, then why are you waiting? So equate the right hand side. If I equate the right hand side of equation 1 is Y by root 3. Right hand side of equation 2 is root 3 times of 100 minus Y. Cross multiply. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 into 100 is 300. 3 into y is 3y. Left hand side is y. So it is 4y is equal to 300. So y value will be 75. But what is asked in the question? You are asked to find the height of each pole. Height of each pole is nothing but x value. So x is what they are interested in. Substitute in equation 1 or 2, whichever you want. Equation 1 is x is equal to y by root 3. So this is 75 divided by root 3. But I don't like a denominator to be a third. So multiply and divide by root 3. It is 75 root 3 divided by 3. 3 into 25 is 75. Answer finally for this question is 25 root 3. Answer finally is 25 root 3. Please see how many steps, how many equations, how many variables, how much of time effort is needed in method 1, and that is the reason I want to show you that method 1 is not the best method. By solving by using method 1, if I solve by using method 1 and switch on to method 2, then only you will understand the importance of not using method 1 and using method 2. That is the reason in some problems I will apply both the methods. Now let us switch on to method 2. Please listen carefully, sir. Same diagram I am interested in writing once again without any change. There is a road. There is a road. This road, same variables also I will use it. This road is named as BD. It is given in the question that the length of this BD, according to the question, it is 100 meters. There are two poles. The height of the first pole, it is AB, which I need to find. Height of the second pole is ED, which I again need to find. And AB and ED both are absolutely same according to question. There is a point in between BDC. Angle of elevation from C to A, it is 30 degrees. Angle of elevation from C to E, it is 60 degrees. No other value is given. So this height AB is equal to ED is what is given. No other value is given. How to find AB or ED value is the question. Now see here. Same logic, sir. I will never ever change my approach, which is very simple by nature. Now see here. Same logic I will implement. If I apply method 2, opposite to this, opposite to 30, first of all this is 90 degrees, opposite to 30, I will call it as 1 unit, then this should be 60 degrees, opposite to 30 if it is 1 unit, opposite to 60 it will be root 3 units. In a 30, 60, 90 right angle triangle, this will be the scenario, right? This will be the scenario. Similarly, can I say that this is 60, this is 90, and this should be 30 units, right? This should be 30 units. Same logic I will implement. Opposite to 30, if I call it as 1 unit, okay, 30, 60, 90, right, sir? What we are discussing right now, 30, 60, 90. In a 30, 60, 90 right angle triangle, it is of the ratio 1 is to root 3 is to 2, right? So opposite to 30, if I call it as 1 unit here, opposite to 60 should be root 3. But think little logically, you will get the answer. Little logically thinking, you can say that AB value is equal to DE value. If AB value is 1 here, here also it should be 1. Or here if it is root 3, here also it should be root 3. That means this 1 should be made as root 3. Multiply by root 3, right? Multiply by root 3. This root 3 also in that case multiply by root 3. That means this is equivalent to saying as 1 should become root 3, multiply by root 3, root 3 also multiply by root 3, it is 3. That means opposite to 30 if it is root 3, then opposite to 60 should be 3 units. Yes, that means BC value is 3 units. BC value is 3 according to ratio. CD value is 1 according to ratio. That means according to ratio, total BD value is, it is 3 units plus 1 unit. It is 4 units. But according to the question, it is 100 units. 4 into which number is 100? 4 into 25 is 100. Similarly, they are asking you DE value. DE value according to ratio, it is root 3. According to question, they are asking how much. This also multiply by 25. Answer is 25 root 3. Did we write anything as a tangent of 30, tangent of 60? Yes. This particular notation is actually derived from the same logic of tan 30, tan 60 or whatever. But we are not using it in any problem. We are simplifying that without using that particular notations, so that the problem becomes very easy for us in future solving. I hope the method 1 and method 2 clarity should be very clear. When to use method 1, when to use method 2, when not to use method 1, when to use method 2. I hope everything is very clear and crystal clear for you people. I hope it is clear, sir. Next question. See here, there is another beautiful question. Question number 17. See this question, sir. There are two vertical posts, one on each side of the road, just opposite to each other. Okay, that is the first point. This is the vertical post. This is the vertical post. I will call it as AC. There is another vertical post. They are not saying that they are same height, so I am not taking same height. It is DE. Just opposite to each other, one on each side of the road. The road is nothing but CE, right? Road is CE. One post is 108 meters high. That means the height of the one of the post, it is given in the question as 108. According to question, it is 108. We know how to solve it. I will find according to my assumption or according to ratio. Then I will convert according to question. That is what we have been doing from the last few problems. From the top of this post, the angle of depression of top and foot of the other post are 30 and 60 degrees respectively. That means there is a horizontal line which I will draw here. Top of this post, there is a horizontal line which I will draw here. Why I will draw this horizontal line? To make sure that angle of depression is calculated. From the top of this post, the angle of depression of the top and foot of the other post, this is the top of the other post, the angle of depression is 30 degrees. That means if I draw a horizontal line here also, that means this particular angle is 30 degrees. Similarly, angle of depression from the top of first post to the bottom of the second post, it is this entire angle is 60 degrees as mentioned in the question, or in simple, this angle is 60 degrees. Let me call this intermediate point as point B, which is not given in the question. Now, your question says, find the height of the other post. Height of the other post is what I am interested. That means DE value is what I am interested in finding. That DE is absolutely same as BC. Either I find BC or DE. Both are same. So that is what I am trying to find in this case. Now see here, sir. Let me not try to use method 1 again, because I have solved several questions by using method 1. Let me try to apply method 2 directly and try to get the answer easily. Now this is, if I take this smaller triangle ABD, opposite, this is 30 degrees. This is 30. Opposite to 30, I will assume it as 1 unit. If I assume opposite to 30 as 1, then this angle becomes 60 degrees. Opposite to 30, if it is 1, opposite to 60, I am taking smaller triangle, right sir? Smaller triangle is this angle, sorry, this angle, right? Yes, this angle is 60. Opposite to 30 is 1, so opposite to 60, it will be root 3. That means this entire BD value as of now, according to my assumption, is root 3. Opposite to 30, AB is assumed as 1. So BD automatically becomes root 3 according to my assumption. Now that is for a smaller triangle. Similarly, for a bigger triangle, there is another bigger triangle. That bigger triangle is ACE. In ACE, angle is 60 degrees. If that angle is 60, this angle happens to be 30 degrees. Right? Now BD is root 3. C also will be root 3, right? Yes, C also will be root 3. For a bigger triangle, 30, 60, 90, if the opposite side is opposite to 30 is 1, opposite is 60 will be root 3. But opposite to 30 in bigger triangle is not 1. It is already mentioned as root 3. 1 should become root 3. Root 3 should also become 3, because 1 into root 3 is root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. That means Opposite to 30, if it is root 3 in a bigger triangle, opposite to 60 should be 3. That means opposite to 60 means which one it is? This AC is what they are referring to. AC entire value should be how much? It should be 3 units. Entire AC is 3 according to ratio, but according to the question it is 108. 3 should become 108. 3 into which number is 108? 3 into 36 is 108. That means, can I say that? Can I say like this, sir? This entire value, if it is multiplied by 36, this value also should now be multiplied by 36. Similarly, this also should be multiplied by 36. That is nothing but BD value. BD also should be multiplied by 36. 1 also should be multiplied by 36. In simple language, out of total 108 units, AB happens to be 36. BC should be 108 minus 36, which is 72. Answer for this question is 72. Very, very simple. And with practice, believe me, you will outsmart it. You will definitely outsmart this method and solve it so fast by using method 2. I hope the idea is clear. Next, question number 18. Beautiful questions which will come in the examination with respect to aeroplanes. Now see here. Let us solve couple of questions with respect to this concept. An aeroplane, when flying at a height of 5000 meters from the ground, passes vertically above another aeroplane at an instant. That means there is an aeroplane. Right? Let me draw it. Okay. Let me draw it. An aeroplane when flying at a height of 5000 meters from the ground. This is the ground, sir. Right? This is the ground. This point I will call it as B. This point I will call it as C. Now, there is an aeroplane which is flying here at a height of 5000 meters from the ground. According to the question, it is given as AB value as 5000 meters. Right? Now, this first aeroplane which I wrote A, this passes vertically above another aeroplane. There is another aeroplane here. This first aeroplane will pass vertically like this, which I have mentioned here, above another aeroplane. There is another aeroplane at a point called as D. At some particular instant, these two aeroplanes are perpendicular to each other, vertically to each other. When the angles of elevation of the two aeroplanes from the same point on the ground, there is a point on the ground called as C, are 60 degrees and 45 degrees respectively. That means angle of elevation from here to here, this is 60 degrees. This is given as 60 degrees. Angle of elevation from here to here, this is mentioned as 45 degrees. I hope you are able to understand the concept. The vertical distance between the aeroplanes at that instant is how much? What is the vertical distance? What is AD value in this particular diagram is what they are asking. Vertical distance between the aeroplanes at that instant is how much is the question. Now see here, same logic once again, sir. Let us not do something which will not interest our methodology. We need to follow that method which we will love it, which we will solve it in lesser time. So this method says this angle is 90 degrees. If I take a bigger triangle, I am talking about, for a bigger triangle, this angle is 90. The bigger angle, angle C is 60. So this angle A should be 30 degrees, right? A should be 30. Now I can say that it is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, right? It is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So if I simplify further, can I say that opposite to 30, I will assume it as 1 unit. If opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit, then opposite to 60, opposite side of 60, which is nothing but AB, is nothing but root 3 units. If opposite to 30 is 1, opposite to 60 will be root 3. According to my assumption, it is root 3. But according to the question, it is 5000. This root 3 is for entire value, sir. Please remember, opposite to 60, entire thing is AB, right? So, according to assumption is root 3. According to question is 5000. Root 3 should become 5000. Multiply by 5000 divided by root 3, because root 3 into 5000 by root 3 cancels, you are left with 5000. 1 also you should multiply by 5000 by root 3, then simple, right? Now that means CB value is 5000 by root 3, AB value is 5000. This is what we came to know at present. Next, there is another smaller triangle. Angle for that smaller triangle is 45. This is 45. This is 90. That means this angle should also be 45 degrees. 45, 45, 90 triangle means it is 1:1. That means opposite to this 45, opposite to this particular angle 45, angle D, if it is 5000 by root 3, opposite to this 45 also, that means BD value should also be 5000 by root 3. There is no need of applying tan 45 here, right? This also should be 5000 by root 3. Simple common sense will give the answer right now. So AB is nothing but, entire AB is nothing but AD plus BD, and we require AD value, which is the vertical distance between the two airplanes. AD value is AB minus BD, and AB is known to us as 5000. BD is calculated just now as 5000 by root 3. So your final answer taking 5000 common factor is 5000 is to 1 minus 1 by root 3, which is nothing but your option C. Very easy way of solving, sir. Anywhere please show me that I applied. I used tan 30, tan 45, tan 60. No, I did not use or did not create any equation, did not use any variables also. I just solved by using diagram itself. And this is the method that you need to implement. I hope the idea is clear. Your question is, again, it's a very good question, sir. An aeroplane when flying at a height of 3125 meters from the ground. That means there is a ground. This ground, I will name this ground as BC first of all. Now, aeroplane when flying at a height of 3125 meters from the ground. There is an aeroplane which is flying at a height of 3125 meters. According to the question, this value of DC is given as 3125 meters. 3125 meters from the ground. This aeroplane D passes vertically below another plane at an instant. That means this aeroplane is below another plane. That means there is another plane which is above it, and it is exactly vertically above it at some particular instant. I will call that aeroplane as A. This D passes below A at some instant when the angle of elevation of two planes from the same point B on the ground are 30 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. That means first plane angle of elevation is 30 degrees, and for the second plane angle of elevation, this total bigger angle is 60 degrees. So your question is, find the distance between two planes at the instant. Same question like my previous question. I want to find AD value in this particular question also. AD value is what I am interested in finding. Now, again same logic, sir. Please kindly avoid that method of tan 30, tan 60, tan 45 and waste your time. Please avoid that method. Use a different, smarter approach. Now, this smaller triangle, if I take opposite to 30, smaller triangle is BDC. This is 90 degrees. If B is 30 degrees, angle D should be 60 degrees, right? That means opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit, opposite to 60 will become root 3 units, right? It will become root 3. But according to question, opposite to 30 is not 1, it is 3125. 1 into which number is 3125? 1 into 3125, 3125. This root 3 also should be multiplied by 3125. That means BC value is 3125 root 3 at present. At present, the value of BC is 3125 root 3. This is something I believe that it is very clear for you people. Similarly, there is another triangle, bigger triangle, ABC. In that the angle B is 60. This angle C is still 90. So angle A should be 30 degrees. Now this is a triangle called 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Now 30, 60, 90 means opposite to 30 if it is 1. Opposite to 60 will be in the ratio root 3. But opposite to 30, angle is already fixed, or the side is already fixed here as 3125 root 3. That means 1 should become 3125 root 3. Multiply by which number? 1 into which number is 3125 root 3? 1 into 3125 root 3 is 3125 root 3. Root 3 also multiply by 3125 root 3. 3125 root 3 into root 3 is 3125 into 3. That means opposite to 60. Opposite to 60, this angle, bigger angle which is there here is nothing but side AC. That entire side AC is 3125 into 3. That is the value of AC. Now, entire AC is 3125 into 3. DC is 3125 into 1. So, AD should be remaining 3125 into 2. 3125 into 2 should be the answer, which is nothing but 6250. Very, very easy, sir. And you will not even take the time what I have taken to explain this problem if you have practiced many questions in heights and distances. You will solve this question so fast in such a way that you will solve it within 15 seconds of time. And believe me, that will happen if you practice, sir. Within 10 to 15 seconds, I bet it you can solve these questions if you have practiced a good number of questions in heights and distances. I hope the idea is very, very clear for you people.